Hey, what's up, everyone? So, in my first look video a couple days ago, I gave more of a GPP team, and no matter how many times I try to construct a new cash lineup, it always ended up being GPP. So, in the last 2 days, I think I've watched probably triple the amount of videos of people trying to build cash lineups. They're talking about different plays than I usually do. Did a lot more research this time around because I feel like this week could be a little tricky. And as much as I want to play Kenyon Drake in a cash lineup, I don't think you can. I don't think you can trust the Dolphins. Not in cash. GPP, maybe yes. But I want to see and tell you where I think people are going to go. They're going to go with Bell. Definitely with Bell here. And then I think they're going to go. It depends on the health of David Johnson. But either Kamara, David Johnson, or Leonard Fournette to pair up with Le'Veon. And then I think the third running back. I feel like people may go Malcolm Brown. Right here, Malcolm Brown. Because it's not about his opponent this week. It's about Malcolm Brown could get 20 rushing touches and then catch 2 or 3 passes. And if the Rams are on the 2 or 3 yard line, which they are a lot, they're going to give him the ball. They're going to give him a first crack at the ball. And then if he can't get it in, then they're going to throw it to Cooper Kupp. However, this is who I like. So let's say they go Malcolm Brown. He's cheap. Let's try to do this. So I'm going to give you what I think people are going to go with, and then I'm going to give you my own little adjusted. I think they're going to go Deshaun Watson. Now, call me crazy here, but I have a game theory. I know this game has a total of 55 points and has all the makings of a shootout. But the Chiefs' defense over the last couple of weeks have gotten a lot better. And at home, their defense usually plays a lot better. I don't think this game is going to be quite the shootout everyone's going to expect. I mean, just how a DFS goes, the most obvious game isn't always the right game. Now, if you're making multiple GPP lineups, just to be safe, I would do a game stack, obviously. But if you're just doing one lineup, a single entry lineup, I think the Chiefs' defense is going to come alive. Deshaun Watson, he's a video game player, basically. He could get 45 points, but he hasn't been that consistent. Do you really think he's going to pull off back-to-back weeks of over 40 points? If I were to bet, I would say he's going to have a 40-point game. But I feel like people are going to go here with cash. They're probably going to pair him up with either Hopkins or Fuller. So let's try this one. Tight end, they're going to go Hooper. Defense, doesn't really matter. I have a theory about defense. Plug in the Jets at 1,500. I know I don't talk about defense. But defense this week seems like a wash. There's no Patriots. And it seems like there's going to be kind of a lot of higher scoring games. The Jets defense could give up 30 points and still get you 5 or 6 points. Hang on. Riley, calm down over there. Thank you. Okay. So that leaves you with 6,700. Thielen, I think they're going to use. See if everyone down here they can use. Robert Woods, a lot of talk. Gallup has a lot of talk on him. Shark obviously has a lot of talk on him. We'll get to that in a second. D.D. Westbrook has a lot of talk on him. So I feel like they're going to go here. And then I feel like they're going to go Cooper Kupp or Amari Cooper instead of Kupp. So defense, you can probably plug in 2,700. I don't know how people are going to plug in the Jets. Let's just say they're going to go Vikings. So I feel like this is what people are going to go with. Riley? Sorry. My dog just got spayed, and so she has a cone on her head, and she's messing with it right now. She's using this time that I'm distracted to mess with her cone because she doesn't like it. Riley, calm down. Riley. No. No. Can you give me 5 more minutes? Okay, so sorry about that. Let me speed this up. So I feel like this is where people are going to go. And this is actually a good lineup. I wouldn't mind plugging this one in as a cash lineup. Let's move this down a little bit. Here's where I'm going to go, though. I'm going to play Le'Veon Bell. Here's what I'm thinking. Instead of Fournette, I think you can get there with Devonta Freeman. He's had 2 18-point games. He's doing this by catching the ball. They're implementing him as a receiver more than anything. I think he's going to have a really good rushing. I think he's going to break one against his Cardinals defense. And I think he's going to put up the same amount of receiving with 40 or 50 more rushing yards. I feel like he can get over 20. But if he has a 15-point day, you're fine. I feel like he's a safe floor for this game. I feel like the game's not going to be out of reach. Even if it is out of reach, he's going to be catching passes then out of the backfield. So I feel like this is why you go with pass-catching running backs. Because no matter how the game goes, they're always going to be involved one way or the other. And I really like to add a third pass-catching back. I might switch it to Malcolm Brown tomorrow. But I think you go with Chris Carson here. I think because he's playing the Browns, he's back with running the ball. He's had 49 carries. So basically he's had 54 touches the last 2 weeks combined. So I think you go with that. Quarterback, I think you still go with Gardner. I'm pretty confident he's going to get above 15, 17 points, maybe more. Tight end, I still want to plug in Hooper. And then I want to go either Cooper Kupp or Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper has a lot better matchup, but Cooper Kupp, it's looking like Brandon Cooks is going to miss. So I don't think they move Cooper Kupp out of the slot. They keep him in. Josh Reynolds is an intriguing GPP play. Also, intriguing GPP play. Yeah, go all the way down here. No one's talked about him this week at all. Oh, here's Josh Reynolds at 3,100. He's a perfect GPP play without Brandon Cooks. He is a good red zone target. But if Pharoah Cooper, the former Ram, if Christian Kirk doesn't go, if definitely David Johnson doesn't go, but he's going to be the slot receiver if Kirk is out. He could be a good candidate to run it back with your Falcons stack. Just a thought. Okay, so anyways, go with Cooper Kupp. I'm going to ride Adam Thielen. So I talked about this before, but these two players, Kupp and Thielen, they're an extension of the running game. So it's like having 2 additional running backs. It's like having 2 Christian McCaffreys playing in your lineup. So that's what I like about it. And then I really changed my mind about Tyler Boyd. The Ravens have trouble with receivers this year so far. I like Tyler Boyd for cash because look at those targets. Look at that target. So I really like him. You plug him in, and look at that. You can plug in the Jets defense just for the heck of it. So this is what I'm going to go with. Gardner Minshew, Le'Veon Bell, Devontae Freeman, Cooper Kupp, Adam Thielen, Tyler Boyd, Austin Hooper, and Chris Carson with the Jets defense. This is my cash lineup. And then I'd enter that into a GPP, but also I would change it up a little bit. Maybe add DJ Shark into your GPP because I'm thinking people are sharper nowadays, and I think they're going to go D.D. Westbrook over Shark and leave Shark under-owned. This is my theory. All right, guys, I'm going to go and tend to my dog real quick, and let's have a good one. Let's win some money.